what I want to talk about today, and I mentioned a little bit in 60 seconds, are assets and asset protection. So to me, it's an everyday verbiage. So some people don't understand that to what it relates to you. So just think about a couple of things that you might work for. What might be some of those assets?
House.
House, perfect.
Car.
Okay.
My jewelry.
Okay. Anything else?
Toolbox.
Okay.
Lifestyle.
Toolbox business, that's right. Lifestyle, yes.
Guns.
Yes. No, absolutely. So I started over here with a couple of the basics, and again, my drawing ability is not a good thing I can talk. So this is your house. This is a car, maybe a truck. Okay. And I heard jewelry. So I want to talk about that aspect of it a little bit and how that's important to what you do every day and why it's important to pick somebody like myself or my office to protect the things that you work for, to make sure that that's there. So a lot of people think about these top two things. A lot of people spend way too much money on those things, and then when it comes to talking to me, they want to go the cheap side that doesn't even really protect this. So let me ask you, how many people have a TV? Okay? How many people, if that TV broke within the first 6 months, are going to want a warranty on that? They're going to want it replaced, not right? You're not going to want a 1980 model that's the big tube that you just replaced, right? Okay, so why would you look at these things that you work hard for every day any differently? You wouldn't. You shouldn't. If you call one of those 800 numbers, they're going to ask you about one thing. And I encourage my clients and my team, they encourage price. And I understand that. That's one of our 5 market segments, and we're okay with that. We will shop that, we will do our best to help in that realm. But when you really start getting up and you come to things like this, you wake up early. Let me ask you, does the rest of the city do this? Does the rest of the city take extra time outside of a 9 to 5 to develop themselves, develop their businesses, develop their careers? Okay, so maybe those are some of the people that aren't looking at the proper protection. I don't really care to have that. That's not what I'm looking for. I will help those people. I will help anyone. I'm part of this community. But I want to talk to people that want to make sure these things are protected. They have that warranty. Who knows what state minimum is on the liability side, except Tommy?
25?
25,000, 50,000, 15,000. Does anybody else know what that means? You know what that means? So that 25,000 is bodily injury per person. That's you. That's fixing you in the hospital. Dr. Cole, do you think it's going to cost more than 25,000 in a total evaluation if I send somebody to the hospital in an automobile accident? Okay. 50,000 for the entire family, entire car, however that is. How many people have children? Somebody hurt your child, and that's more than 50,000. What are you going to do to them? Not. I'm talking legally. Okay? Right. Okay? And 15,000 is what the state says it's okay. How many people have a vehicle that's out there right now that's worth more than 15,000? That right there, folks, is why. That right there, folks, is why your insurance premiums on auto keep going up. The uninsured side of things. People don't have the proper protection for the assets they want to buy. Mr. Caruth, let me ask you on the vehicle side of things. How many people do you come in and see every single day that outreach their expenditure on a vehicle?
I mean, as far as insurance goes?
They buy more vehicle than what they truly can afford. I know you love it. I get it. That's your industry. I know you love it. But my side of that is to protect people and inform them and educate them of why that's not important. And if you can qualify for $500, you need to stay in that $250 range. Let's talk about some other things like savings, proper insurance coverages, ability to have that flat tire, that change of oil, right? That mechanical breakdown that you don't know is going to be out there. Those things happen. That's reality. That's life. How many people is everything going the way you want it to? Exactly, right? That's okay. How we adjust to that, how we look at that, and how we view that is what makes us who we are, makes us get back up, and makes us continue to the next day. When you have people like me in my office, we can go through and make sure that protection is there. How many people are married, been married, or ever had a piece or an asset that they want to protect? Right? I've heard guns, I've heard jewelry, I've heard other vehicles, cameras. Oh, thank you. Computers, and those type of things. Where's anybody know what the basic homeowners covers in that round? Tommy, you can answer this one.
I'm thinking, honestly, you're talking about just for the basic.
Yeah.
1,500.
Okay, yeah. So carriers vary, okay? And there's over 1,500 of them in the state of Tennessee, okay? Tommy and I represent some of the A+ size of them. Okay, that makes a big difference in how that pays out. Mine is $3,000. So if you've got anything over $3,000, it's not under your personal property that comes mandated through the state. So think about that ring that you saved up for however many months you overspent on to buy that girl that you love forever, that piece of rock, right? And that's okay, that's a wonderful thing. But what happens when it's gone? How many women have ever bumped a piece of jewelry, just talking, standing, boom, there it goes. How many got mad and just thrown it away? Right. Do you have coverage for that? Is it out there? I can make sure it's there. It's simple. I can put a $0 deductible on it. I can go up with the other side of it. It doesn't make a difference to me. What makes a difference is that you know what you have, how insurance is continually changing, and what they're doing, guys, is they're shrinking what they cover. Insurance companies will not lose, I promise you. They will get out of the marketplace. You see it on the health side. They will adjust premiums. Every single one of these had a rate increase. Erie allows on the auto side for that to eliminate based off of what you do. Homeowners, that's just the reality. Losses are going to come. People fib in that realm. Oh man, I got to cover this $1,000 deductible. What else did I have in here? Well, cop told me I had another 55-inch flat screen over there, and XYZ over here. It happens every day. That's a reality. That's the society that we are in and that we have groomed. Okay, so knowing where your stuff is, what you work hard for and take home, don't let somebody else take that. Make sure your liability limits are there, that if something happens, and I'll go real quick because I know I'm almost out of time. I help with a youth group at church, and this past week, a sophomore in high school had a party at his house. 2 senior boys showed up, did not get along. They took the sophomore outside, put his head inside the window of the vehicle, and were dragging him down the street. When they unrolled that, they had wrapped a seatbelt around his head. They ran over him. This young sophomore was a pretty good lacrosse player. You see the back pictures of the back of his foot where it is just mangled. It looks like hamburger meat. What do you think those parents of that young man are going to do?
Go shoot them.
Yeah. Okay, so what happens when you have 25, 50, 15? You don't have an umbrella policy I didn't even go in and talk about. Kids can do things that can devastate everything you're working now for and you're working for the future. And if you don't have an agent like myself or Tommy, somebody that has a passion and cares and truly wants to go through that, you're up creek without a paddle. So your family, your friends, the ones that want to sit down and learn, have them come spend 30 minutes. Let me buy them a meal. Let me buy them a beer. Let me buy them coffee. I don't care. All I care is that I have the opportunity to sit down with them and help protect them.